this was already mentioned during the last hearing with Senator Bong Revilla tungkol dun sa earthquake preparedness natin. And I'm going to ask this question again kasi sa ngayon presently, ang ginagamit evacuation centers are schools, gymnasiums, kuminsan simbahan pa nga. Now, my question is, doon sa mga taga DPWH or sino mang agency na atasan to make sure that these buildings are safe, meron bang ginawang retrofitting sa lahat ng schools? Dapat kahit na hindi during evacuation, meron ginagawang retrofitting to make sure na stable yung mga building sa mga eskwelahan. Kasi kung gagamitin po natin itong evacuation center, paano kung nagkaroon ng mga aftershocks na mas malakas, di manapunada po yung ating mga taong dinala doon sa evacuation centers. So, ang tanong ko po sa kinaukulan, have you done auditing of the schools, yung kadalasan na dinadalhan ng mga evacuees, and how safe is it? And meron na bang ginawa kayong mga retrofitting sa mga eskwelahan na ito?
Maybe the representative from the Department of Public Works may answer the question of Senator Tulfo.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Your Honors. I'm Director Melvin Navarro of the Bureau of Maintenance. For the question of the Honorable Senator Raffy Tulfo, the DPWH had done more than 100 retrofitting projects in Metro Manila. Since 2016, we started our retrofitting in preparation for the big one in NCR, and we have retrofitted more than 100 school buildings and around 14 hospitals, Your Honor.
Okay. My follow-up question.
Before that, saan ang mga location ito?
We have the list of the school buildings, Your Honor. We will furnish the committee of the list of the school buildings, Your Honor.
Okay. My follow-up question kasi, Mr. Chair, sino mga contractor nito? Can you also furnish us the names of the contractors na nabigyan ng kontrata para gumawa ng retrofitting?
Yes, Your Honor. We will furnish you the contractors. In fact, the
And just make sure, sorry, let me interrupt. And just make sure, ito yung binigyan ng kontrata, yung isang contractor, and then sinabcontract pa sa isa pang contractor, hanggang bandang huli, lumit na lang yung budget na allocated for that retrofitting, yung mga materials na ginamit ay substandard na. So pagdating ng earthquake, wala din, sayang din po yung retrofitting dahil sa korupsyon. You follow me, sir, Director?
Your Honor, our implementing office is our NCR, the National Capital Region, and maybe they are the one that can answer that question, Your Honor.
But since you are the director of the inspection or whatever your title is, it sounds to me you have a very important position. What is your position again, sir?
I'm the director of the Bureau of Maintenance, Your Honor, and our office is
Okay, you don't
coordinating.
need to tell me where your office is. So you're director of the maintenance. Who does the inspection after the retrofitting is completed?
It's the implementing office, Your Honor.
And who is that? And which office is that?
The National Capital Region is the one implementing this office, and they have their own inspectorate team before.
Okay, after the fact, who does the inspection? And who certifies the building na yan ay na retrofit na, yan ay matibay na, and it can withstand a 7.2 earthquake, etc. Who does that?
It's the implementing office, Your Honor, the National Capital Region, but the the preparation of the detailed engineering design was done by our Bureau of Design.
And who are those people?
They are the structural engineers of our Bureau of Design. Prepared
The-
all these detailed engineering
Then
design.
I need to get their names, sir. The
Yes, sir.
people
We
who
will.
will certify, who do certifies na yung building na yon after na magawa ng retrofitting ng mga contractor, kung sino man yung mga contractor na yon, na safe na talaga it can withstand a 7.2 earthquake, I need those names.
Yes, Your Honor. We will get all the information that you require, Your Honor.
And I want to make sure na yung mga nabigyan ng contract, yung mga kontrakto na nabigyan ng kontrata, isa lang. Kasi there are times na yung sa retrofitting, it happens. And you will agree with me, and don't lie to me, na yung bibigyan ng kontrakto sa retrofitting, yung primary contractor na may pangalan, may AAA na lisensya, pero wala naman siya mga equipment o dahil maliit lang yung nalilita siya sa budget, pipitas lang siya dyan, and then ipapasa niya sa subcon. That happens. Dapat hindi nangyari yan. Pero nangyari yan ngayon eh. Na ipinasa subcon yung retrofitting. Dapat sa retrofitting, hindi sinasubcon. Dapat kung mag-subcon man kayo, na which is bawal, siguro sa mga kalsada, pero sa retrofitting, we're talking about lives of people here.
Yes, Your Honor. It's the implementing office already that handles the supervision of the retrofitting projects, Your Honor.
It is an undisputed fact that the Philippines is one of the most disaster-prone countries in the world, being exposed to typhoons and earthquakes annually. We are unfortunately located in what is known as the Pacific Ring of Fire. And within the typhoon belt in the Pacific, kaya naman po tayo nakararanas ng humigit kumulang 20 bagyo kada taon, with an average of 7 to 9 typhoons reaching landfall. Similarly, the Philippines also experiences at least one earthquake per day. Though most are not felt, PBOX records an average of 20 earthquakes a day and 100 to 150 earthquakes are felt per year. Dumana po tayo sa mga kalunos-lunos na dilubyong katulad ng Yolanda, Ondoy, Mount Pinatubo eruption. At last year, ilang earthquakes po ang bumulagta sa atin, lalo na sa reyon ng Luzon. Bawat sakuna ang nagiging takbuhan at kanlungan ng mga kababayan nating nasalanta ay mga paaralan, covered courts, mga gymnasium at minsan mga simbahan ang nagsisilbing evacuation centers dahil ang mga local government natin ay salat sa mga building na maka-accommodate sana ng evacuees. Due to the sudden use of these buildings as evacuation centers, the real purpose for which they are built are rendered nugatory for a certain period of time. And most often than not, eventually they need to be rehabilitated and renovated as well. In schools, for example, classes are not only canceled because of a calamity, but cancellations are unduly extended because the buildings are being utilized as evacuation centers. With the passage of this bill, the use of schools, churches, and other edifices should be the last resort. Thus, it is high time that we establish a fully equipped and fully operational evacuation center that shall serve as a provisional safe place for evacuees during calamities. Importante rin po na ang ipapatayong evacuation centers ay may sapat na supply ng tubig, medisina, pagkain, damit at tulugan upang manatiling ligtas at walang sakit ang mga nasalanta. Maliban sa pagpapatayo ng evacuation centers, kailangan din natin ng constant training upang mapaunlad ang kakayahan sa paghahanda at pagtugon sa mga oras ng kalamidad. We need to create and implement a clear and concrete evacuation plan na alam ng lahat ng mamamayan. Makatulong din po ito upang maging panatag ang ating mga kababayan at maiwasan ang panic at gulo sa oras ng kalamidad. Kailangan palagi tayong handa dahil walang oras na pinipilang sakuna. Thank you po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Senator Tulfo. COMSEC, at this point, please acknowledge our guests and resource persons for the record.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Pleasant morning to everyone. Let me welcome the guest speakers for today from the Department of Education, Director Christian E. Rivero, Director 4, Mr. Nico Joy Bognalbal, Project Development Officer 2, Mr. Reginald Lizondra, DLLO. From the Department of Public Works and Highways, we have Director Melvin B. Navarro, Bureau of Maintenance. From the Department of Social Welfare and Development, we have Mr. Ray E. Martija, Assistant Deputy Director, Disaster Response Management Bureau. For the Office of the Civil Defense, as well as National Disaster Reduction and Management Council, we have Mr. Roberto Padillo, Capacity Building and Training Service, as well as Ms. Aurora May Cabañeros, Capacity Building and Training Service. From the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, we have Undersecretary Augusto de la Peña, Undersecretary Organizational Transformation and Human Resources. We also have Undersecretary Natus Rodriguez. We also have Attorney Erica Cristel Romero, Mr. Alvin Fernando. We also have Ms. Lisa Socorro Manzano, Division Chief. We also have Miss Michelle Angela Grace Mendoza Villarosa, Senior Geologist. We also have Ms. Marie Cristel Hugo, Senior Geologist. We also have Director Romy Rose Padin, DLLO. For the Department of Budget and Management, we have Ms. Rowena Marte, Chief Budget and Management Specialist. Mr. Reynaldo Moreno, Senior Budget and Management Specialist. We also have Ms. Madeline Napalang, Budget and Management Specialist 1. That would be all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Comsec. Senator Raffy Tulfo, do you have any questions?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair.